Welcome to the Great White Brotherhood YouTube channel.
Hello, everyone. This lesson will be done a little bit differently than all the other ones were done, mainly because the subscription that I had to the AI voiceover ran out, and I didn't feel that there was any need to continue on with that one. I don't think there's going to be too many more lessons that need to be created. So, for some context with regard to this particular lesson, called Meditation Dangers, and is Catharism a religion that Jesus created? This lesson or message is based on an email conversation that I had with Bob. I can't remember when, but quite a while, like many years ago. And it's basically a bunch of emails that went back and forth between Bob and I on some subjects. And part of that conversation came up about um, the danger of meditating outside of your normal place where you are more protected or are protected. And and then based on one of Bob's experiences. So I'll read to the lesson and you'll see what I'm talking about. But basically, this was a conversation through email that Bob and I had, and um, it was based on a sort of a question that I kind of started the conversation with a question that I asked Bob. All right, so here we go. Again, meditation dangers, and is Catharism a religion that Jesus created? The question that I had: is it okay to meditate outside or away from your usual place or location of meditation? This wasn't actually the question I asked Bob, but it's basically paraphrasing something I asked him. Answer from Bob: I would advise you not to meditate outside of the protection of your usual place in your home or wherever it is that you normally meditate. Meditating outside of that protection can be dangerous, especially in the countryside, where all sorts of creatures roam in the etheric world. I, meaning Bob, speak from experience. I once meditated at Lordat in the south of France. Lordat is a very small village in the south of France. This is the place where Jesus is buried. I had the most horrible experience. So that generated some questions for me. I said, interesting that you had a horrible experience meditating at the place that Jesus was buried. You would think that would be a more positive place if people had good thoughts about it. And thinking about it now, probably not very many people even know that Jesus is buried there. So probably not all that much positive energy when you think about it now. And is Catharism a religion that Jesus created? I think if you look online, you see some information that may lead you to think that that is the case. Answer from Bob: I thought so too, with regard to being positive, but I linked in meditation with the Spanish Inquisition that raided the place and left a terrible imprint on it connected to the Cathars. It was horrible to watch what went on while he was in meditation. I don't know what Jesus called the religion he created, but it happened in the south of France. It was a great, quote unquote, religion. It was not really a religion, but a way to live. It still exists in secret. It is basically what the Great White Brotherhood teaches: equal rights for all people, vegetarianism, vegan as we call it, peace and love, etc. So, long ago, the Catholics tried to eradicate it, and there was wholesale slaughter, meaning the Catholics tried to eradicate this religion. Jesus was already dead by this time, and Mary and her daughter, Sarah, fled. Some say they ended up in Scotland, but I can't confirm this. Bob's saying he can't confirm that that's true. Anyway, I came across the ruin of this building, a building in Lordat, and I thought I would meditate. As I did so, I was astrally surrounded by hordes of evil, violent, brutal faced people. It was horrible. You can't be physically harmed by astral memories, but it can traumatize one's mind. It is amazing that this ruin still held that memory after 1,000 years. Okay, so that's the end of the lesson. Um, just I felt it was important um, with regard to this lesson to let people, because I do get questions from people saying, is it okay to lie down while I meditate, or is it okay to um, meditate outside, or where should I meditate? So as Bob alludes to, it's best to meditate in a place, like if you haven't even started meditating, then start somewhere, preferably in a house or an apartment or some sort of shelter, and in a place where you feel safe, where you won't be disrupted, and and then the main thing is then to meditate in the same place each time, every day if possible. So that way, and at the same time, if I didn't say that already, I'm sorry. That way, your guides or whomever is going to come and be with you to watch over you knows where you are and when you'll be meditating, and that way, you'll be protected, and your meditations will be consistent. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say about this particular lesson. I do want to add, however, um, that I'm going to go through and see if I can find some more lessons in the emails I have with Bob. This one actually was created based on a question that Mutter in the asked me under one of the last videos, and when I went back to find the answer, I realized, yeah, this would actually make a good lesson to put out for everybody to see. So I'm going to do that some more. The other thing I would ask is if any of you have an email conversation with Bob that you feel would be a good lesson to add. And the reason I'm getting at this is because this lesson and all the other ones created are going to be in going into a new book that I'm going to be creating. But if you have a lesson, if you have a conversation with Bob that you feel would be worthy of being put in the book, please send it to me. You can send it to me at admin@thegreatwhitebrotherhood.org. You can find the email in the about part of YouTube, or you can contact me through the website. I do ask that you don't send me any conversations that are personal between you and Bob. I'm not going to put that in the book for obvious reasons. But if it's a general lesson or message that you had with Bob that you feel would be a good addition to the book, then please forward it along. In addition to that, I know Nick, another one of our followers in YouTube that you can find. He is going to go through all of the comments under Bob's videos. That's how I found a lot of the lessons that were added to the website. So hopefully Nick can find some additional comments there that would be good to add to the book. So anything like that, if anybody has anything, please do send it along. I'll add it into the book, and it'll be a nice addition to make the most complete, well-rounded book that we can possibly make. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this lesson. If you have any questions with regard to this, if there's anything I kind of went over a little too quickly, or if you have any questions at all, please add them in the comment section under this video. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for watching this video. Please visit our website at thegreatwhitebrotherhood.org for free books and lessons to help you on your spiritual journey.